then I started looking as deeper and deeper and deeper into how this simulation works and what it is. Because when I say it's a simulation, I don't mean that it's a physical construct. I mean that it is equivalent to a Wi-Fi field. You know, what makes my life easier, like in the Reveal, where I'm going deeply into all these things and how they operate, is that the way that this simulation works and the way that we interact with it is being mirrored technologically by this explosion of technology that's appearing before our eyes. And therefore, you've got the analogies and the symbols, in fact, not even symbols, it's so close to how it is, of technology to explain what you're saying. My heart goes out to any shamans or whatever in the ancient world who maybe access this knowledge. How do you explain it to a population that's never seen a computer, doesn't know what Wi-Fi is because it didn't exist? All you can do is explain it using the symbols of the culture that you are in. And then historians and anthropologists come along and they look at your symbolism and they say these were primitive people who knew nothing, right? Another thing that they do is they say, oh, these people, they worship them gods, and these people, they worship them gods, when actually, invariably, you find they're the same gods. But anyway, so you have the analogies now. And there's no greater analogy between how we as a human body interact with the simulation than Wi-Fi and a computer. This simulation is an information field, and we are decoding it. Not only decoding it, we're interacting with it. So it's affecting us, but we can affect it, which is why they're terrified of us awakening, because we start to then affect it in a very negative way for them. If you look at a computer and Wi-Fi, you've got the Wi-Fi field, and what is it? It's a radiation field containing information. And that's what it is. That's what it is in its base state. That's what this simulation is. But what the computer does is it locks into that Wi-Fi field and it decodes it. And it decodes it into a very different expression on the screen of the computer. That information has come out of the Wi-Fi field, but it looks nothing like it does in the Wi-Fi field because it's been decoded. And first of all, if you said to people, tell me about the internet, they'd say, it's graphics and videos and colors and words on the screen. Yeah, but the only place the internet exists in that form is on the screen. Everywhere else, it's a Wi-Fi field or electrical circuits or whatever. And where is that decoded world of the internet that we perceive? It's inside the computer. It's not outside, it's inside. We're just observing it from outside, right? And so you then go on with this research and you start to realize, in fact, I've been calling the human body since the 1990s a biological computer. And the human body is the way that we interact with the simulation. We come in as consciousness, which is our true nature, and we experience this tiny band of frequencies we call the human world via the human body, which is a biological computer. What is it doing? It's decoding the simulation. So again, if you go to mainstream science, how we lock into this simulation is through the five senses, right? And so how do the five senses work? What they're doing is they're picking up frequency information, vibratory information. And this is, again, mainstream science. They then transform that into electrical information. And that's communicated to the brain. And what the brain then does, through which has different areas that specialize in different senses, it then decodes that into what I'm saying is a holographic, not a physical, that's part of the illusion, a holographic reality that is not external to us. It's all going on in here, just as it's going on in the computer. So then you look at, and then again, you know, if you can control perception, you are dictating how this information is being processed into a sense of reality. Thus, you behave on the basis of your perception sense of reality. This is why perception is the whole stadium in which human control takes place. So then you ask, okay, when you are playing a virtual reality game, which absolutely mirrors the reality we are experiencing, very, very much less advanced, but absolutely mirrors it in terms of theme. You will put the headset on. You will put the earphones on. If you're more sophisticated, you'll put the gloves on. You might be in a chair that's reacting to the game, right? And what the game is doing is accessing your brain perception reality via the same five senses that's interacting with the simulation, and it's overriding them.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.